This cracks me up every time I watch it. Hey, welcome back to LynwoodCoaster. How to make a great park. In this episode, we're going to start on a log flume that I'm going to connect over here to the mill wheel. And since I seem to be getting more hits on the stuff that I leave comments or commentary on, I figured I'd go ahead and talk through this. I didn't speed this one up quite as much as the others, because it tends to get blurry and it really pisses me off, and I can't get a nice clean video to come out. So anyway, I want this ride to go through the top of the Ferris wheel ride over here. Try to work on this a couple different ways, trying to figure out how to make it, be exciting and still, not go too high in the air, because I don't want it to look, out of place. And so you can watch here what I did. It's kind of what I came up with. I'm gonna build across the pathway there. I'm gonna build on the other side of a building, so this thing is all gonna be kind of enclosed, except for just a few places that are gonna go outside. Some of it over the walkway, and some of it sticking out from the edges of another building. But I thought I would try to connect these two buildings via, maybe some sort of bridge type thing that goes between them underneath the log flume ride. Yeah, you can see that my camera just keeps getting hung up on the scenery. Not quite sure why that is. But anyway, I haven't built this thing all the way. I've actually come close to finishing this, but it's not going to be in this video, because it's going to wind up being about 7 minutes anyway, and nobody seems to be watching these for more than 2-3 minutes. So I'm going to get over here and give it an ending, and then I'm going to go back and finish off this building, so you can kind of see what it looks like when it all comes together. I really like the way this Ferris wheel ride turned out to look like an old mill wheel, and with the colors muted on this building, it looks a lot more realistic in terms of looking old. And of course, I made the mistake of putting the roof back on to make sure it was all going to fit, and then realized after I'd done that I couldn't see inside. And of course, those flat roof pieces will either go on the top or the bottom of that other one, because they're actually a full thickness, a full step thick. So I had to figure out a way to get them to go in and look natural, without cutting your head off on the piece of tin as you go down. You don't want peeps decapitated in the middle of your ride. That leads to big lawsuits and that kind of thing. And I wanted something in here that would look like it was supported without getting in the way of the path, because you walk underneath it and you have all the supports coming down onto the path. It just looks stupid. So I'm building this little kind of a cradle that I'll connect to both sides of the wall. Yeah, you can see I couldn't see anything here. I'm going to get really frustrated and just say, frack this. I'm taking the roof off so I can see what I'm doing. There it is. So now I'm up, 2 or 3 peeps high. So they'll be able to walk underneath it, and it'll look fairly normal when you go inside, and it'll kind of come through and add a lot of excitement to the log flume, because it'll be going through the other ride, and I'm going to leave it open on the inside so that you can see and hear, the Ferris wheel making noise, which will kind of lend some authenticity to it. But I figured if I connected this with wooden supports, from one end to the other, it would look like it was fairly well supported. go outside, and then you go through the kind of the hallway. No, I sped this up because I worked and worked and worked trying to get some supports on the outside that looked normal, and just nothing was working. You put bushes underneath there, and then the supports come down halfway, and I'm like, okay, either they're going to be there or they're not going to be there. And so I ran this way fast forward, because in the end I decided the heck with it, and I just took everything out and thought, okay, for this side of the building, that looks okay. The other side's going to have a building underneath it and walls on it, so you won't be able to see most of those supports. It's all going to travel on the upper level. So you're going to get on this ride, you're going to go up into the air, and then you're going to be a big walkway underneath with refreshment stands and stuff like that. So all that support that you're seeing on this side towards us is all going to disappear. It's so funny, when I build buildings, I keep changing my mind about how they're going to look. I start out with something, and then you do something else. You go, no, that doesn't look right. And like I'm doing right here, I'm changing this out to the regular walls with the thing. And of course, now I have to do the other side because I'm too anal not to change it so it looks the same. In order to do that, I got to get rid of the Ferris wheel again. Put the stuff back in. So there. Now all we need is a wheel, and we're back to normal. Of course, can't get the camera to go where I want it to go, so trying to see everything and making it harder for you guys to see. But after I've done this for a while, I get used to it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a comment and subscribe if you enjoy this. See you next time.